To get my valid public watch hours for monetization before February 2027, this is exactly what I will be doing right now. I would work backward with one number because between now and 1st of February 2027, the monetization requirement for ads revenue is still 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. So now let's turn this 4,000 watch hours requirement into something that we can actually understand by looking at the numbers. So now 4,000 watch hours is equivalent to 240,000 minutes. Okay? Obviously, you are not going to get all of that 240,000 minutes from one video. All right, of course, it's possible, but we have to be realistic. But let's say, for example, your average viewer watches 5 minutes of every video you upload. Okay, that means you would need roughly 48,000 views at that average watch time. If your average viewer watches 10 minutes of your video, then it means you need roughly 24,000 views. So you see what just happened. The goal of 4,000 watch hours did not change, right? But then we can see the relationship between watch time and views. If you're able to understand this, we know exactly what you need to start doing on your channel. If you look at your videos, what is your average view duration? If you have your average view duration, you can also calculate the views you need to get your 4,000 watch hours. And the second thing I would do is I would definitely stop chasing viral video or viral moment. Instead, I would focus on building a library of videos that solve problems, okay? Videos or topics that answer specific questions that solves people's problem, because people will always look for a solution as regards to that issue or problem, and they will always watch your video. Instead of chasing one viral moment, focus on creating a library of videos that actually solve problems for people. The third thing I would do is picking one content lane, like niche down. Have a clear niche that your channel is known for. This will make it easier for the algorithm to find your tribe, to find people that enjoys the type of content you create. Don't be everywhere. Your channel should be very clear on what it's about. There should be no confusion whatsoever, because you don't want the YouTube algorithm to start doing trial and error, trying to figure out who your audience are. But once your niche is clear, what your channel is about is clear, it's easier for the algorithm to identify the people that have interest in your videos, and that will also help your channel grow faster. And if you also have a clear direction, it also makes it easier for you to have returning viewers. And if you have loyal fans, returning viewers, it's much easier for you to gather those watch time. The fourth thing I would do is I would create video chains. Okay, let me quickly explain. Let's say, for example, your channel is about YouTube growth. Creating video chains simply means you creating topics that align with each other. For example, I might create a video that talks about how to get more views on YouTube, right? Then my next video would be why you are not getting views on YouTube. So you see how those two topics connect. The first video was how to get more views on YouTube. The second one is why you are not getting views on YouTube. So if you would be watching my video that talks about why you are not getting views on YouTube, and you see the next video that is coming up is how to get more views, so automatically you will want to watch that video, because already you are watching this video about why you are not getting views on your videos, which means you are probably struggling with low views right now on your channel. So then after watching that why, you now find the solution, how you can actually solve that low views problem. So this is the strategy that will help you build a library of videos that people will always return to, or that will make people binge watch your video, because after watching one video already, the solution or the answer is already there in your channel waiting for them to watch. So that is how you keep viewers on your channel, keep them coming back and making them want to see the next video you are going to upload, because you are always creating videos within the topic, within the range that they have interest in. The fifth thing I would focus on to get my 4,000 watch hours faster before the deadline of February 2027 would be, making retention a priority. Because even if you have a good video and the retention is poor, okay, the retention, I would say the retention and hook now, I'll add the two together, because your hook has to be good enough to retain people, to make them want to listen to what you have to say. So if your retention is poor, your average view duration will probably be affected, okay? So, but if your retention is good, you might have viewers watching your full video, or at least 50% of the video, than you only have people clicking off after 30 seconds, or after 50 seconds, or after 1 minute. If you have average view duration of 1 minute, 2 minutes, we have more work to do in terms of trying to get the views that will give you 4,000 watch hours. Making sure your videos have retention simply means that as you are talking in your video, always give your viewers reasons to keep watching. I know it's easier said than done, but it is what it is. It's something that everyone needs to keep practicing until you perfect it, because they say practice makes perfect, okay? Make your videos highly retentive. Keep people hooked to your video. Practice and work on that. The sixth thing I would do is to use my analytics differently. Okay, so meaning if a video performs well, I would study that video's data. I would understand why it did well. Is it the way I structured the video? Is it the thumbnail? Is it the title? Is it the content of the video itself? Why did the video perform well? I would try to understand why the video performed well and try to replicate or use the exact same strategy for my next upload. Or if it is a specific topic within your niche that started performing well, I will find more ways to create more videos around that topic. Understand? I would also study the average view duration, where viewers dropped off, the click-through rates, what happened in the first 30 seconds. I would monitor the spikes, the lows, and see what exactly I did in that part of the video that made people click off, or, I would just try to use the analytics differently and try to use that as a guide to, improve my upload and the quality of my video. Because at the end of the day, what the analytics does is to give you clues as to what is working on your channel. All we just need to do is to pay attention and know how to use these clues wisely. It's easier said than done, these things I'm saying here right now, but if you are determined and you really take your time and you dedicate yourself to start to understand what is happening, what the numbers in your analytics are trying to communicate to you, you will definitely make progress. And the other thing I would do is definitely to stick to a realistic upload schedule. Okay, if I can make excellent 2 videos in a week, I will stick to that. If it is 3 I can make, I will stick to that. I would not overwhelm myself with an upload schedule that I cannot keep up with, okay? Because in the long run, if you are not consistent with your upload, it's going to affect your algorithm, it's going to affect the growth of your channel as well. So this is why before you even upload your first video in your new channel, you should already be clear on your upload schedule, how many times a week, and then stick to it from the beginning to the end, at least in the first phase of your channel, okay? For a channel that is already established, you have your subscribers, you have your views coming in, even if you don't stay consistent with your upload schedule once in a while, it's not going to affect you that much. But if you are a completely brand new channel and your goal is to monetize as quickly as possible, you really need to pay attention to your upload schedule. Stick to what you can maintain so that you do not always give your algorithm a reset button anytime you fail to meet up with your schedule and then you come back after 1 month. And for those of us who love to upload shorts as well, of course, you can still use it, but you use it in a very strategic way by using it to drive traffic to your long form content, okay? Because that way you can still increase your views and your watch hours. But what you should not do with your shorts is upload random viral shorts just because you want to get views from shorts and maybe subscribers. Remember, there is something called audience mismatch. If you are uploading random topics and viral shorts, on your short and what you are posting there is completely different from your long form video, you are just going to have a long way to monetization. Okay, you can remix your long form content by uploading a clip of it as a short and then add the main long form video as a related video to that short and let people know to go watch the full video on your long form content. That way, you are attracting the same audience and you are driving traffic to your long form content. But if you are just uploading shorts for the sake of subscribers and all that, you will end up having subscribers that don't have interest in your long form video. And if you have subscribers that are not watching your long form video, guess what? Your watch hours is going to stall. You will not get the views you are looking for and you will not get your 4,000 watch hours. Another thing I would definitely double down on is live streaming, okay? Live streaming is very, very effective if you stay consistent with it. If you can start doing live stream, especially if you own a face channel, like your channel, you show yourself in your channel. If you can keep doing a live stream every week or twice, 3 times, or even every day on your channel, you will definitely get your watch hours. And now, where some people get it wrong is after doing a live stream 2 times, 3 times, they give up because they think they are not getting views. But you know, the live stream tab has its own algorithm. The algorithm also needs time to figure out people that are interested in your type of live stream. So you need to be showing up enough for you to actually get people watching you. So live streams are another big way to support your long form video. Don't make short your main focus. Put your energy in doing live streams and long form videos because that is where you get your 4,000 watch hours. Unless maybe your goal is to get 10 million views in 90 days. If you are planning to monetize with your shorts, that is where you should double down on your shorts. But if your goal is 4,000 watch hours, then you should double down on your long form content and your live stream. Very, very important. Whatever the case may be, don't be discouraged because of the new updates that will be taking effect come February 2027. Rather, use the few months you have left wisely by implementing the strategies I shared here now, and just stay positive. So that will be it from me today. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Angela, the face behind this channel, and on here I share tips and strategies on how you can grow and monetize safely here on YouTube. And I also share experiences I made from this channel, mistakes I made, so that you don't have to make the same mistakes that I already made, okay? So if that sounds interesting to you, do well to hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it, let people get to watch this so that they can also benefit from this video. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.